Microsoft licensing. Yeah, just saying those two words is enough to make you want to go grab another cup of coffee, right? It feels like this giant, complex maze of acronyms and rules that's almost designed to be confusing. But what if I told you there's a simple map to get through it all? Well, today we're going to give you that map. I mean, the questions just fly at you, don't they? How many VMs for 16 cores? Why is SQL so much more expensive? What in the world is an RDS Cal? Can I even upgrade from Home to Pro? They come at you fast every single day. And that pressure to have the right answer, like right now, it's a lot. Okay, take a deep breath. I know it's a lot, but here's the secret. You don't need to memorize 1,000 different product codes. You just need a system, a reliable map that cuts right through the chaos and gets you to the right answer every single time. And this is your map. We call it the MISS method. It's a super simple 4-step framework that's going to take you from feeling lost to feeling like a confident pro. So let's break it down. So let's start with step 1 of our journey. The M in MISS stands for Match the Customer Scenario. Before you even think about a specific product, you've got to understand what your customer is actually doing. You know, are they a brand new company buying their very first computers? Or are they a huge organization trying to manage devices all over the world? The answer changes everything. Okay, check this out. This table is basically your first major shortcut. It boils down the most common situations into a really simple choice. Are they buying new hardware? You're almost always starting with OEM. Do they need the flexibility to move a license to a new computer down the road? Then you're looking at FPP. Managing a whole bunch of users, volume licensing is where it's at. Seriously, this one slide cuts out like 90% of the confusion right from the get-go. And really, this is the fundamental choice every single customer has to make: cost versus flexibility. OEM is the wallet-friendly option for sure, but it's a one-and-done deal. It's locked to that specific machine forever. FPP, on the other hand, well, that's an investment in freedom. It costs more upfront, but it gives the customer the power to move that license to a new PC later, and they get support directly from Microsoft. So the key question for your customer is, hey, what's more important to you, saving some money today or having more options tomorrow? Now that you've got the customer's scenario locked down, it's time to dive into the nitty-gritty. The I in MISS stands for Identify the Core Concepts. This is where we bust the jargon and really tackle the thing that confuses people the most: server licensing. Ah, this question. It's basically a rite of passage, isn't it? I guarantee you're going to get this one at least once a week. It seems super intimidating, but once you get the basic principles, it's actually pretty straightforward. So what even is a VM? Think of it like a computer living inside another computer. It's a software version of a real machine, and it lets you run a bunch of different operating systems on just one physical server. It's incredibly powerful stuff, but yeah, it comes with its own set of rules. Okay, listen up, because this is the golden rule, the one thing you absolutely have to burn into your brain. Every single physical server has to be licensed for a minimum of 16 cores. I don't care if it only has an 8-core processor inside. It doesn't matter. 16 is the minimum, no exceptions. This is the foundation for everything else. Right, so once you've paid that 16-core entry fee with a Windows Server Standard license, what do you get? You get 2. Just 2. Not 1, not 3, exactly 2 virtual machines. So what happens if you need more than 2? You stack them. Think of it like building with Legos. Every time you add another 16-core standard license to that server, you get the rights for 2 more VMs. So if your customer says, I need 10 VMs, you know you'll need to stack 5 of those 16-core licenses on top of each other. But you can see how that stacking gets pricey really, really fast, right? And this is where you become the expert, the hero for your customer. The moment a customer needs more than, say, 10 or 12 VMs, you have to pivot the conversation to Windows Server Data Center. Yes, it's a bigger investment upfront, but it unlocks unlimited virtual machines. It's the smart, scalable solution that's going to save them a ton of money in the long run. And here's a little secret that's going to make you sound like you've been doing this for 10 years. If a customer asks for a terminal server, don't panic. They're just using an old name for Remote Desktop Services, or RDS CALs. It's a simple translation that will instantly make you look like you know your stuff. All right, you've got the concepts down, but let's be real. Sometimes you're still going to hit a wall. And that brings us to the next step: sourcing help and SKUs. Because knowing the answer is great, but knowing who to ask and what to quote, that's just as important.
Think of this slide as your personal hotline, your secret weapon. Instead of getting lost trying to find the right person in some huge corporate directory, you've got a direct line to the exact experts who can solve your problem in just a few minutes. This is how you get fast, accurate answers.
And to make your life even easier, here you go, a cheat sheet of the heavy hitters, the most commonly requested SKUs. Just having these at your fingertips is going to save you so much time and make you look like a total rock star in front of your customers. So you figured out the right answer, you know who to call if you get stuck, and you have the SKU ready to go. But you're not done yet. This final step is maybe the most important of them all. You have to support the sale clearly. Because having the right answer is totally useless if you can't explain it in a way your customer actually understands. Look, this isn't about memorizing a script like some robot. It's about translating all that technical stuff into customer benefits. Notice how these talk tracks focus on what the customer actually cares about, their budget, their flexibility, and their control. This is how you build trust. This is how you show your customer you're on their team.
And that's it. That's the MISS method. It's not magic. It's just a simple, repeatable framework that will completely change how you feel about Microsoft licensing. It's not about knowing everything. It's about having a system that can help you find anything. So let's lock it in one more time. M, match the customer. I, identify the core concepts. S, source the help and SKUs you need. And S, support the sale with clarity. Match, identify, source, support. That's it. That's your map to success. You have the map. You have the system. So what's your answer? The next time a customer calls with one of those tricky licensing questions, you're not going to feel that panic. You're going to feel confident because you'll know exactly where to start.